12-week plan, phase 3, day 3. Gonna be hitting legs, everybody's favorite. And Teresa got the SPF lotion so we don't get sunburn. You know, I was pretty red in that last video, I'm not gonna lie. But then again, as white as I am, I change lots of colors. I'm kind of a chameleon, so red sometimes, purple others, green, translucent. Yeah, it's kind of the whole spectrum. Anyways, we're gonna get started. What are we starting off with, B?
Box squats. Setting it up.
Hell yeah. All right, so the plan says 4 sets, 10, 8, 6, 4. This first one, just starting a little light as kind of like a warm-up feel out. So honestly, probably do 5 sets. This first one, 15, 20 reps, nice and light, and then we'll go up from there. But with these ones, you know, you really want to sit back like you should normally do on a squat, but try not to, once you sit back, try not to just rock back and then forward to get the weight up. So sit back, keep in that nice strict squat position, keep everything tight, and then explode up from there. You know, some people will kind of just sit here, not really relax, but kind of sit in the hole here and then explode up from there. And a lot of times that'll help strengthen you in that whole area where you get down here and you have sometimes trouble, you know, getting up from that position. So this will kind of help key in on those issues or weaknesses. So that's what's one of the good things about the box squats. So we got questions from Brian and Seth about hitting a plateau on bench. You want to go up heavier in weight, you really want to hit those high numbers in the bench press. You know, of course, 5x5 is a good program. I think Seth was on the 5x5 program. You know, there's a lot of techniques to up your weight in bench press or increase your strength. One of them is immediately going to be your nutrition, is making sure you get enough nutrition to help those muscles grow strong, help them grow bigger, make sure they can handle the weight. And also the rest. Make sure you're getting enough rest to make sure your body's recuperating enough to then be able to grow stronger rather than keep breaking it down. If you're not resting enough, you're gonna keep breaking the muscle down. You're gonna be more catabolic than anabolic. Just get that proper nutrition and rest in, and you should start seeing your numbers in the bench go up from there. Make sure the bench is still under me, you know? Don't want to get into a seated position and have someone pull it out from underneath you. That would be bad. Hellboy Hudson. Yeah. Summon the powers of the underworld. Am I red yet? Strap yourself in for walking lunges in 60 frames a second. These are the times I'm glad we only have 50-pound dumbbells. Whew. Lightheaded. See, Peter Jackson, you're not the only one that can shoot in 60 frames. And guess what? Our actors in background are real. Although we did do CGI, we're both like 4'7". Yeah, we just CG ourselves to look 6'2". No one will ever know, because this is actually a real person's height looking down on us. Hey, we're buff dudes, damn it. Not too heavy, as you can see, only 135 pounds, but when you keep that really strict form, really controlled motion and tempo, reach that nice stretch at the bottom position and then rubber band up to the top position. Be careful not to hyperextend. Just extend the hips, get a good squeeze at the top. You'll really feel that 135, and more so, it feels like it's 200 plus pounds. But that's what you always want to keep in mind, is keep that strict form, and you don't have to go too heavy. Make sure you have that really strict form and you'll feel it, especially right in the area you want to feel it in, which in this case is going to be the hamstrings. Who saw that McGregor-Aldo fight last night? Holy shit. Holly Holm, McGregor-Aldo. It's a few weeks apart. It was probably 2 of the most shocking finishes I've ever seen. Mystic Mac, baby. He just predicts these things. See what happens. Edgar McGregor. It's going to be electric. Barbell hack squats. As you can see, we're elevating the heel slightly. And this is due to, you want to try to keep an upright torso in this one at least as much as you can. And you know, when you have a little bit longer legs, it's sometimes hard to get in that position, and especially if you're not as mobile as other people, which I tend to not be quite as mobile in the hips, so it's a good way to really get that proper form in this one. So if you feel like you have a hard time keeping that torso in that vertical position or upright, just throw some plates under your heels there, and then you're good to go. No one ever said being a buff dude or girl was easy, especially on leg day. Damn. Just featured manual hamstring curls on our Forgotten Legs video not too long ago on our main channel. Probably one of our, maybe our absolute favorite hamstring exercise, actually. Our favorite hamstring isolation exercise. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot because it is amazing. So you can tell, really focusing on the eccentric contraction, really try to keep the hamstrings as tight as you can, holding your position as long as you can before you drop down to the push-up position, and then push yourself off just enough so then you can activate your hamstrings to get the concentric contraction, or like more of the curling motion for the hamstrings. And really try not to push your hips too far back, like here, because it'll take away a lot of the stress on the hamstrings. So keep a pretty upright torso, and then continue from there. And you'll feel it immediately activating the hamstrings in the negative portion, and then get a little bit of a push of help, and get that concentric contraction in the top position. Couldn't forget those calves, ending it with 5 sets of 12 reps. Calf raise, seated calf raise. Oh man, whew. Easy. It's almost like the little cherry on top. Just finishing it up, nice and simple. Hitting those calves, really isolating them, making them grow, getting a little higher volume with those 5 sets, 12 reps. Nice and simple. Damn, Brandon said they're easy, but they ain't feeling too easy. Feeling that burn. We got 8 days left on this backyard workout. And then we're wrapped up with the whole 12-week plan. Keep in mind, each phase is gonna be 3 weeks. We're just doing 1 week on each phase. And the book is almost out. I'm going to check it out tomorrow. I'm gonna see the first physical printing. If it looks good, we're running copies of those things. And we'll let you know when it's out, hopefully like in about 2 weeks. Just finished up day 3 of the isolation phase, legs, and hopefully you enjoyed it. And we're just finishing this Sunday evening off with some calf raises. Just finished the last set. Now for a nice dose of protein to fuel those muscles. Hell yeah. So, till next time, and as always, stay buff. Yeah.